So obviously the eye has been involved in the reggae music scene in the UK since like the early 80s.
Yes,
Enough time, enough works that the eye has worked with enough of the legends, you know what I mean?
yes,
You're reading the eye bio, ones like Sugar Minot,
yes,
Junior Delegado,
yeah,
Sugar Rank, Speckings,
yeah,
Tipper Irie,
yeah,
favorite of mine, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Chris Chemist. So yeah man, the eye has also performed alongside a lot of different artists. So tell us about some of the eye experiences in this
Wow,
time and yeah.
you know, like Leroy Smart, you know, Michael Prophet. I worked with many artists, you know. I was under the wings of Junior Delgado for a while. He was a mentor, you know, until he passed. That was a great, you know, heartfelt when Junior Delgado passed away, because everybody knows that the original, you know what I mean? Junior Delgado, I love him so much, you know. Sugar Minor, he was another mentor of mine. I used to go to the studio, you know, we used to use Easy Street Studio in the UK, so he would call me and let me know, and I'll go to the studio and see how things flex. Then I started working at Easy Street Studio independently with Junior Delgado. He had his own studio, you know, and I used to go there regular, because I used to like good things, so I used to go there for him, you know. It was a nice experience, you know. Tipper Irie, he's the next one that, you know, we done A-Class Girl. It was produced on his record label Lockdown. Then he gave it to me, licensed it to me, and I put it on my record label, Aha Universal Record. So yeah, so things, because what I done is most of the companies that I worked with, I approached them, and through the love of God, they allow me to take the material that I voiced with them and put on my own label, which is very good. And also, I produce a lot of work myself as well, you know. From the beginning I started, I was always producing. So I've got my own label, and I produce and put tracks on that label. I've just done a project with Mafia and Floxy, you know. We produced 2 big tunes, you know, which will be released sometime this year when I return to the UK, you know.
Yeah man.
Yeah, so yeah, some great works. There's still a few and out. There's 2 albums and a few EPs to come when I return to the UK. There's a lot of work to come. Right now in Ethiopia, I'm working at Park Studios here in Addis Ababa with Joe Lux. You know, last time I was here, we recorded Heartbeat, a video, and an EP, you know, and then this time now we're producing another EP, you know, so some great tracks is on that EP, 4 tracks, but it's big tunes on there, you know, so yeah, so it's just good, yeah, it's just good, the works is good. I had a show on the 5th of February celebrating Bob Marley's Earth Strong, because you know we have to send love to Bob Marley, because you know if you check it, you know enough man will love that Bob Marley vibe. So when they got the guitar, you can see Bob Marley in them, you know. So we have to give thanks to Bob Marley, because he encouraged a lot of bands around the place. When I started in the music business, I started with a band. I didn't start like, well, as a youth, 14, 15, I started on the sound system. You know what I mean? We used to have a sound called Unitone, and I used to have my own sound called Studio One, where I used to play at parties. Because my sister, she gave me a room. I was still at my mom's house, I was young, but she gave me a room at a place in her house so I can put my sound system in there.
Okay.
So from she give us that now, the whole of the posse now, that's where we used to concentrate at my sister's house, and we had our own room. She never bothered us, and we play sound system, fix the speakers, make speaker box. You know, that's 13, 14, 15. Then she start allow us to keep parties there. You know what I mean? So, you know, everybody who know, and Remember our parties, you know? We used to have parties at a young age and just nice up the place, you know? When we used to go youth centres as well in the UK, we carry a batch of records. We carry records, Bob Marley, MPLA, them tune there, you know? Some Augustus Pablo, Johnny Clark, you know what I mean? And we just stay like this, and then them usually give me the records. I'm a brethren Echo, and because we got the confidence, you know, and we go up to the DJ and we talk to him, and then we just stay like this again, because that time they played like the music, like rock, heavy rock and heavy metal, and you know, we don't really respond to that, but we just did it. But we're talking to the girls meanwhile, and then put on, we jamming, I open it, and then we just start busting skank and, you know what I mean, MPLA, and, you know, so they might play about, in the youth centres, they might play 2 or 3 of our tunes. We go up on the whole floor, me always like to be in the centre, going at the centre of the hall, kick about, and then they switch it back, and we're just happy, you know, until we just start control some of the youth centres, and they start give us the youth centre to put our sound system and have our little do. So we just graduate from there. You see what I'm saying? We just graduate from the youth centres, and then we start booking the halls, you know what I mean? And just till now, I still love promotions, you know? I love doing promotions. I just eased up. It's Empress. I got Empress Promotions. I done big dances with Shaka, David Radigan, you know what I mean? Fat Man Sound, you know what I mean? I work with, you know, I promote enough artists. You see what I'm saying? Peckins Syndicate. Yeah, I promote enough artists, you know what I mean? Enough artists, and I promote enough sound. You see, because I love to promote. I love the whole, everything about the music. But you have to be wise, you see, because I eased up to the promotion and start invest more into my record label. You see what I'm saying? But me still love the promotion, even though you might just cut easy, you might end up paying everybody, you might not end up with nothing, but everybody's paid, the hall's paid for, the artist is paid for, the sound paid for, and you might not have nothing, but you have the joy. There's this joy, but it can get away with you, because, you know, how long can you do that for? But to be honest with you, just like anything else, it's long endurance, and his own Rastafari can make it endure. So, you know, and he would not give you more than you can chew. You see it? So some of the big dances with Shaka, Radigan, you beard, you make a money. Certain combination dances, you make a money. Some of them you're just kind of easy, but it's the effort of putting in that work. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, reggae music will just gonna grow, reach all the corners of the universe, which it has already. Because if you remember in the early days, when you see the albums, it used to say like Rastafari, and then it used to got like Dub 2000, that's in the 70s, you know. Dub 3000, year 3000, the year 2000. Yeah, we've been talking about the year 2000 in some Lee Scratch Berry dub from long time. We've been talking about the year 2000. So what I'm saying is reggae music is a universal sound. You know, like how they put microphones in the atmosphere. You know this, don't you? Yeah. So they send microphones. They even send some of the music of today into the atmosphere. They play it, they emit it out there, so, and they bring in the sounds of the universe. So you see, in the UK you have a song called Shaka. Now when Shaka play with some noises, all of these sounds is from the universe. The sounds that Shaka played, his sound effects, is from the sounds of the universe. You see what I'm saying? Shaka is a great sound. You know, some people might say it's boof boof, it's this and that. You know, some people might even fret and say, boy, it's not like the same when we used to go. But what they gotta realize, reggae music is here for everyone, right? It might have started off in black Jamaica, black Africa. You see what I'm saying? But the sound of the reggae music reach all people, every single race and nation on the earth. Reggae music is for you. You know why? Because reggae music is God's music. So just like God is for everyone, reggae music is for everyone. And what's the essence of reggae music? The essence of reggae music is God. It's His Imperial Majesty Rastafari. Green, gold and red, hold up your banner, fly with honor. You see it? Yeah. So all I'm saying is like, wherever reggae music will be, it will be. Yeah? Because even people who don't like it, them still like it. But they don't know why they like it. Because it's an inspirational music. It makes you happy. When they show you reggae music, they always show you people having a drink. You know, not necessarily alcohol, because we as Rasta, we don't really drink alcohol. We like to drink our juice. We have our own juices. You know, when you drink them juices, sometimes you feel you're drinking alcohol because, whoa, this in your life. You know, because you're nice, you juice up. You know what I mean? I love the juices. I love the juices. You know, you beat up your juice them. We as Rasta man, we like to beat with juice because we know when we dip on the battlefield, you know what I mean, you have to juice up good. You oversee me I say. And the daughter them like when you have good stamina too. You see what I'm saying? So you have to have your good juice them. You see it? Yeah.
Rastafari. So I was gonna ask as well, like that I mentioned, reggae music has spread all over the earth.
Yeah.
In particular, we know in the UK that like I say, we have sounds like Shaka, Channel 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Abashanti.
Yeah. Enough.
Fatman sound.
Enough sounds. Enough
Jayut sound.
Roots Ambassador.
Yeah. Roots Ambassador.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, like, what is it?
And I sound. I have a sound. I have a sound in the UK called African Roots.
Yes, sir.
African Roots, a big sound. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Echo is the, you know, in control of the engineering side and in control of the management. You know what I mean? We have some more crew around still, you know?
Yeah,
man like Scully, you see it? You know, some good man them, you know? Some veterans like Remy, you know? My close brethren still, and you know what I mean? You have some, you know? You have Nuki and Sasa, enough man still rally around African Roots and make the sound pop up, you see it? So yeah, you know, so yeah, go and big up African Roots. So I have to big up my sound. You see it? Cause enough artists work for my sound. At one stage, we did win the cup. You know what I mean? The cup for the Southeast champion, and also at one time, African Roots, which was a song called Brixton Promotion, was working on African Roots. See? So Brixton Promotion was working with African Roots. So African Roots and I just play a sound like that. You see what I'm saying? African Roots is a big sound, play with enough big sound. You see what I'm saying? And throw down enough big sound and hold for it. Set speed. You see what I'm saying? African Roots and a play thing. And no matter what, just like, you know, people always say what they have to say. Echo, a great selector and operator. You know, some of this pray Rastafari bless him up and him soon reach forward and we're going nice enough Ethiopia with African root sound.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So everything great, you know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For real. So I was gonna ask, like, obviously with reggae music, it's not just the music, it's like the spirit, it's a rebel music, you know. So how did this music really and truly right now in the UK reggae music is everywhere, you know what I mean? So how did this takeover happen of this consciousness? Because right now, like when you go festival and thing in the UK, reggae artists, you know what I mean? The sound system, yeah, it's big. There's a big following in the UK. So
well, you see, just like you mentioned, right? It's a big consciousness. So in the world, you have more people that are conscious than unconscious. So that's why you have the vast amount of reggae music all over the atmosphere, the universe, the world, the earth, traveling through because of the consciousness of the sound of reggae music and the lyrics. So even if people never went to school, they still can identify, educate themselves with what they're listening to when they listen to the reggae music, whether it be lovers rock, because them know how to, you know, I gotta carry her out, treat her right. Yeah, so all that is say, yeah, carry her out, treat her right. You know what I mean? And I get up every morning and I give thanks and praises to the Most. I get up every morning, give thanks, yeah man, give thanks to Rastafari. Yeah, then you see man in the swagger. You know what I mean? Apparel. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. So everything just reach global. You see what I'm saying? And the consciousness of reggae music is the consciousness of the conscious people. You see what I'm saying? So reggae music will continue to get big because the majority of the world would prefer to be conscious. Alright, so when they say you're unconscious, what does that mean? That means say that you're unconscious, so you're unconscious. You're unconscious, isn't it? Yeah? Right. So when you're conscious, it's like me and you now. With energy of flow, rhythm, culture, everything. So wouldn't you prefer to be conscious? Definitely. Yeah, because when you're unconscious, that means your brain is dead. You could still be walking around, but your brain dead. And you're unconscious of consciousness of things. Life force energy is a consciousness. Because when you leave your physical, that consciousness is still moving around. You see it? His Majesty. Yeah! Rastafari! With this blessed Ethiopia one time. Highly high. Thank you very much.